Welcome back, coin lovers. Today, we're diving into a tiny copper coin that might be hiding in your change jar, the 1981 1-cent coin from the United States, without a mint mark. You've seen this coin before, but did you ever think it could be worth more than 1 cent? Let's find out. Coin background. The 1981 Lincoln cent was minted just before a major transition. Made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, this was one of the last full copper pennies before the switch to copper-plated zinc in 1982. A coin without a mint mark means it was minted in Philadelphia, which did not use a mint mark for pennies at the time. Millions were made, but age, condition, and uniqueness determine its real value today. Fine condition value. Now, let's talk value. If you have a 1981 penny without a mint mark in fine, circulated condition, today's market generally values it at about 2 to 4 cents, mainly because of its copper content. Yes, it's still worth more than face value. Because copper prices are high, these coins hold a bit more weight than modern zinc pennies. Collectors pay small premiums for clean, readable examples, rare varieties, and errors. But wait, there's more. Some 1981 pennies have mint errors, like double die obverse, off-center strikes, or die cracks. These error coins can bring in $10 to even $100 or more, depending on severity and demand. So check carefully. If Lincoln's face looks doubled, or if the coin is oddly shaped, you could be holding a small fortune. As coin collecting grows, interest in pre-1982 copper cents is rising. Some investors even hoard copper pennies as a long-term play. While common examples won't make you rich, rare versions or bulk copper hoards could grow in value over time. So check your pocket change. That 1981 no mint mark penny might just be the beginning of a great coin journey. If you spot any unusual features, hold on tight and get it checked. The year was 1981. America was entering a new economic era. Inflation was rising, metal prices were shifting, and the United States Mint was preparing for a big change. One small coin, a humble Lincoln cent, was caught in the middle of this transition. The 1981 1-cent coin, commonly known as the Lincoln penny, was minted in 3 main locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D; and San Francisco, S for proofs only. The no mint mark penny, which we focus on today, came from Philadelphia. What makes this coin historically interesting is that it was one of the last years the U.S. Mint struck copper cents. These coins were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing 3.11 grams. From the following year, 1982 onward, the mint shifted to copper-plated zinc, reducing the weight to 2.5 grams to save on production costs. This seemingly ordinary penny now stands at the edge of 2 eras. Orange circle, one of real copper. Red circle, the other of lightweight zinc. Copper value versus. The copper in a 1981 penny gives it intrinsic value. While the face value is 1 cent, the melt value of the copper it contains, as of current copper prices, can be around 2.5 to 3 cents. This means even a damaged or heavily circulated 1981 penny might be worth 2 to 3 times its face value just for its metal content. 4. However, it's important to note, melting U.S. cents for metal is illegal under federal law. Still, collectors and investors are allowed to accumulate and hold copper pennies, betting on future legal changes or rising copper prices. So if you have dozens or hundreds of 1981 copper cents, you may be sitting on a small copper treasure. Coin condition and. Now let's talk about collector value. If your 1981 no mint mark penny is in fine condition, meaning it has visible details but has seen regular circulation, it is typically worth around 2 to 4 cents. That's already 3 to 4 times its original value. In uncirculated or mint state condition, like MS 60 to MS 65 or higher, the value increases significantly. White heavy checkmark MS 63 examples sell for $1 to $3. White heavy checkmark MS 65 or better can bring $5 to $15, depending on the market. For a coin minted in the hundreds of millions, condition is everything. The better the quality, the higher the demand, and the higher the price. Rare errors and valuable. But here's where things get exciting. Some 1981 pennies are not ordinary at all. They contain striking errors or die variations that dramatically boost their value. Examples include double die obverse, DDO, look for doubling on the date, 1981, or the word liberty. These rare errors can fetch $25 to $150 plus, depending on sharpness. Off-center strikes. If the design is struck off-center, especially if more than 10% is missing, these coins can sell for $50 to $100 or more. Die cracks and BI errors. Look for cracks on Lincoln's face or a die break that forms a small bar between the B and E in Liberty, which collectors call a BI error. These can bring $5 to $20. In rare cases, if a 1981 penny was struck on the wrong metal planchet, like a dime or foreign coin blink, it could sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Collector interest and market trends. Today, collectors are increasingly paying attention to pre-1982 copper cents, including 1981 coins.
Why?
Because they're disappearing from circulation. Many are being pulled out by collectors, copper hoarders, and investors. Even though most 1981 pennies are common, clean, uncirculated ones and error coins are getting harder to find. This creates a supply versus demand effect and pushes values slowly upward. In bulk, collectors pay premiums for copper cents. Some even sort and store thousands of them in sealed bags, preparing for long-term investment gains. How to check if you have a valuable 1981 penny. Want to check your 1981 penny? Here's what to do. Check the mint mark. If there's no mint mark, you have a Philadelphia penny. Weigh the coin. It should be 3.11 grams. Use a digital scale. If it weighs only 2.5 grams, it might be a rare zinc trial planchet. Inspect for errors. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. Look at the date, Liberty, and Lincoln's face. Check luster and color. A bright red copper shine with no scratches means higher value. Store it safely. Use coin flips or capsules to preserve its quality. The 1981 no mint mark penny may seem like just another old coin, but don't be fooled. It's a piece of American history, a gateway to a world of numismatic discovery, and possibly a hidden gem in your pocket. Whether you're a collector, an investor, or just curious, this penny is worth paying attention to. So start checking your change jars, your dresser drawers, and even your couch cushions. Who knows? That simple copper coin could turn out to be a little more valuable than you ever imagined. Thanks for watching. Backhand index pointing right. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more exciting coin stories and value breakdowns. Have you found a 1981 penny with no mint mark? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, keep collecting and keep discovering.